Alright, people have been asking about connecting the trigger to the flash for the flash points. It's actually a fairly simple process. When you first turn on your flash, when you get it, it's going to look like this. It'll be in TTL mode. It's ready for you to go on top of the camera and start taking pictures. Okay? To make it connect to the trigger, you need to use this little lightning bolt over here. We're going to press it 4 times to get to the right screen, but I will explain the screens as we go through them. This, with the little lightning bolt, is for the CLS system, like Nikon uses a CLS. I'm not sure what Canon calls it. If you put your flash on top of the camera now, using this mode, you can control off-camera flashes, but it will not make the off-camera flash trigger unless it's on top of your camera. The camera's turned on, sending a signal to it. Basically, you're not going to use this very much. It is an optical way of doing it, which has limitations of line of sight and everything else. The trigger will not connect to it in this mode. Press it the second time, you come up into slave mode. You still have the lightning bolt. That means you're still in the Nikon, like for instance Nikon CLS system. It is triggered as an off-camera flash. To give you an example, I'll pull up my 7200 here. I think it's in there, but I'm gonna, as you can see, the flash is going off. I'll spin it around here so you can actually see it. I'm using the pop-up flash with Nikon CLS system. It does trigger the flash for you. Alright. Again, that's not the one you want to connect to the trigger. So we're going to press it the third time. The third time puts it into radio mode with the little icon up here at the top, little radio tower. This is for using this speedlight on top of your camera as a master to control off-camera flashes. Alright, that's not what connects to the trigger. We press it the fourth time. The fourth time, we're now in radio slave. See the radio and slave. I'm on channel 1, channel or group A. If I need to change my channel, I hit this button. I can use the wheel to change my channel. Hit the button again to come out. If I want to change what group I'm in, I hit the group button. It automatically goes forward. I want to make sure it's back into A. So we have that part set up. This is now set to talk to this, but I got to set the trigger up. In order to do that, you got to turn it on, and it's going to light up. You need to make sure you're on the same channel, channel 1 on both of them, and we're messing with group A, which is what I have this set to. Now I'm going to hit it, and it should talk. Alright, you see it's not. The reason why it's not is because I have the trigger too close to the flash. Most of the time it's not going to be an issue because the flash is off camera, you're going to be away from it, so away from the trigger, and it's going to work every time. To work this close, for example, you have the flash setting in a flash bracket on top of the camera and you need it to trigger the flash. Simply turn the flash off, I mean not the flash but the trigger, press and hold the test button, right, and turn the flash back on. Hold it until you see them flashing. Now that it's flashed, I should be able to make it work. As you can see, it's now working close to the camera. Basically, when you first turn on the trigger, it's in normal mode, which is 1 meter to 100 meters. By using near field mode, can't speak today, which is what I did by the special way I turned it on, it now lets it be right up against the flash, which lets it communicate with the flash. Now if I come over here and hit it, it is working this close to the flash. But basically, that's all you got to do. If I have the here and I want to change things out, I can hit the group mode. It'll start flashing, and I hit the mode. I'm now in manual power. If I hit, I show you the full flash. And then if I scroll all the way down, well, I have mine set to go to 256. As you can see, not much of a flash. I can scroll her back up. Power's changed automatically at the camera from the trigger. And you can see, oops, tearing things up today. Alright, if I hit the group, it's still flashing, which means it's still active. I hit the mode again. That turns it off. It will not flash. It's a good way if you got to meter your flashes or whatever. Or you just don't want it to go off, you turn it off. That's simple. If I hit group again, or mode again, I'm in TTL. And as you can see, it is flashing. I'll turn it around. Boom, boom, boom. So, it does work. That's all you got to do to make this trigger talk to this speedlight. Very simple. Hopefully that'll clear up a lot of questions people have.